Hi everybody. Today we're going to journal on mirror reflection. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our own little mirror. So you're going to want a picture of yourself, or you can draw a picture of yourself to cut out and put in the mirror. But right now we're going to start by doing our background, and we're going to use the tissue paper you've got in your kit. And the reason we're going to gesso the book before we do the tissue, otherwise it will stick all over. We did a class one time and that happened, and we had more tissue on people's hands than in the book. So what you have to remember is to put your gesso, which is this, into your paint thing and just slather it all over your page. Now we're going to take a piece of tissue and push it onto the page. We're also going to have another piece of tissue going on, so we're going to gesso over this one, and there will be wrinkles in it. That's fine. And now we're just gonna put this over the whole thing, and once it dries, we'll come back to it and file off the edges. And this is kind of like a wallpaper background for your mirror. All right, so we did the background, and now we're gonna talk about reflection. There's a couple different meanings of reflection. Reflection is the act of reflecting, as in casting back a light or heat, mirroring or giving back or showing an image, the state of being reflected in this way. That's what we're doing our journaling page on. An image representation counterpart, a fixing of thoughts on something, careful consideration. So the second part of our page, we will be reflecting on what we look like in the mirror. Do we have our mom's eyes? Do we have our dad's nose? What you see when you look in the mirror. A reflection is a thought occurring in consideration or meditation, an unfavorable remark or observation. So there's a lot of meaning to reflection. Now, while our page is drying, I will introduce you to The Little Rabbit Who Wanted Red Wings. This was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, and as you see, it's an old book. It was mine from when I was a kid. I have it in your suggested reading, and you could also, we have pictures, so you could journal about the little rabbit who wished that he had wings and then wished he didn't because he realized that he liked himself the way he was. So that, I'm not going to read that book today because we're going to work on your tag for your journal. So you want to decorate your journal, of course, on the outside and customize it, and I always like to do tags. So first what you're going to do is you're going to take some tissue paper. Oh, I think I'll use this one since I've got this one on the journaling page. You're going to, again, use your gesso. This is my favorite stuff. And you are going to paint it all over your tag. Then you are going to flip this tag over, lay it on the tissue, and just press down. And then we are going to do the other side. So we're just going to put the gesso on there again. And we're going to take this and we're going to roll it right up so that it's going to dry on there. Now you're going to want to take your scissors and just cut the excess off. While that's drying, ta-da, I got one that's already dried. So we are going to take a file, an emery board, a nail file, a piece of sandpaper, and you just, once it dries on there, you're just going to file it and tear it off. It's much easier to do this than it is actually to try and cut around it. Now we can take, and anything that's lifted, if you want to make it look older, file the edges like it's a little worn off. And then you're going to take the end of a pencil or a paintbrush and poke that hole in there. And that's what you'll put your string on to attach it to your journal. And there's all kinds of ways you can decorate it. I think I like this side for the front. And I'm going to take my letter stickers and put my name on there. If I can find an S in my letter stickers. There's one. And I think I'll put it right up here. I need little tiny hands to get these stickers off. Put Sam's journal on there. Let's put a ladybug in the corner. Maybe a butterfly on the top. And you can add to your tag however you want to. Just put it on the book, and that's your tag for your journal. Now the page should be good enough for us to start. So once your page is partially dry, or you can be almost dry, just take and tear some of this off of here. No rhyme, no reason. Keep as much on that you want, but you want it to kind of look antique-y. So now we've got the tears. And now you have a piece of foil that was sent to you in your kit. And what you're going to want to do is maybe even a school picture of you would be a good idea. And you take the picture and you're going to put it in the center of your page. And then you're going to take washi tape. And this is a big roll of washi tape. There's all different kinds. You're going to pull out enough to make a frame for your mirror. And I usually rip my washi tape, but in this case I didn't want to, but I did anyways. So I think I'll take a little piece of what I ripped and throw it up there in the corner. So the goal here is for me to try and cut a straight line, which is sometimes easier said than done. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to tape around the mirror. Well, that's a little longer than I wanted it, so let's put this over here. So you don't have to be perfect on this one because you are actually going to be going over it with more washi tape. So I'm going to take and I'm going to go over this section with this. This is a blank washi tape. You probably can use that if you want, if you have it, or you could use a different one. I'm going to do another one actually over this also. Threw the tape over instead of the garbage. Okay, so I'm going to take that to there. I'm going to use the same length. Take that to there. Then I want to measure, because now I do want a square from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to cut it right there. Now I want to find a thin one. So I'm looking here for some very thin tape. This one looks cool. We'll do the black and white stripes. And I'm just going to take that and attach it to the mirror and just tear it off at the corners. Now on this washi tape, it's just plain, so I can take a magic marker and I can write all around the mirror. Let me find my black one. What I see. Or you could put, let's see, mirror, mirror on the wall. Do you see what I see? And then I can put down here, let's see, my mother's eyes. My father's smile. And then of course my nifty little heart I put on every page. And then I'm looking at me and I am a mom. To Bella and Justin. I have a grand dog. And I am a wife to Scott and a dog mom to Hunter. So those are some reflections that I see in my mirror. So now I'm just going to take and I'm going to throw a couple other pieces of washi tape on here because I'm a little washi tape crazy today. So let's see, we'll put a little bit there. Some up here. Just make it look a little messy. Whoever tells you to make things look messy, not your mom, right? So now I'm gonna take my gelato, which you can use a crayon, you can use whatever you want. I just happen to have these out here, and I'm gonna add a little color here and there. Just a scribble here or there. You could do this with paint, you could do it with whatever you want to. And then of course I'm gonna make my nifty little heart because I like to put a heart on my pages. You're gonna dampen your finger and spread out your color. With journaling, the more layers you have, the better. And I don't want my hand to be too moist for my heart because I want it to be a recognizable heart. And there's my journaling page. So, goodbye till next time.